Okay, here's part of my next project. Got a sturdy piece of basswood, and I've got a pattern, cowboy pattern, partially cowboy pattern, that I'm going to try to turn into an Indian like that. This is going to be a commission piece that somebody wants me to do. I'm looking forward to it. It's got a good story behind it, and as I work on it, I'll share that with you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this pattern out where I can trace it on there. And I am missing part of this head up here, but that's all right. He's going to have a war bonnet on, so I really don't need the cowboy hat. And what I want is just the basic shape. It's about 12 inches tall. So I'm just going to cut this out. And once I trace it on there, I'll refine it a little bit. I'll put in the other side of the head. This is just to give me the basic shape. Now this is 12 inches tall, which I find is a good size for me to do the cowboys or anything. It's big enough you can get some decent detail in it. And you don't have to use just gobs of wood. It doesn't make it unaffordable for people. And again, I'm going to cut the cowboy hat on this one, on the pattern, but I'll not need it. And it's going to be standing different too, but I'll show you as I go through this what I'm doing. This pattern was from a Harold Enlow book, and it's a caricature pattern, but the basic body shape's good. And right now that's all I need. I don't go online, and I mean on this I didn't see the point of going online and finding a picture or just enlarging the picture that I had and putting that off, because I'm really interested in getting started on this. I'm going to leave a pretty good sized base here. It's probably 6 inches up from the bottom of the board I got, because I use a carving screw. And so I'll just start from there. Got to get a marker. Hold on. I want to start square there on the bottom, so I'll just make marks there where I can do the profile and the front view. Somewhere to start. This wider part, of course, is going to be the front view. Believe that. How about that? I wish this other piece of this head would have stayed on there, but it didn't. So just kind of draw where his head's going to be. Just I've pretty much got that. So it can be pretty quick just putting that on there. And I don't know, I'm kind of just thinking as I'm doing this, I guess it's because I know this pattern that I'm using isn't, I mean it's a cowboy, and I'm going for an Indian, so you know, just get a basic shape on there. And then I'll start, he's gonna have feathers, and so I need to go out here more toward the front. And I will have to work on the legs there. They're not gonna be bent back so much. It's gonna be a lot straighter. But this is, I'm just sketching an outline on that just to kind of give me an idea of where that is. And I will check the heads to make sure they're at the same spot. Let's see if that's pretty close. All right, then we're gonna go back to the picture that I've got on my phone. Where else do you have pictures nowadays, you know? These legs are apart and they're kind of straight. They're more straight, so I'll straighten that out. Pretty much straight standing on this leg, as a matter of fact. So go up there, this body will be like that. He does have this leg kind of standing out. Okay, and on that I'm going to give a lot of room up here. That's way too much, but I don't know. When I bandsaw this out, I'll just leave a lot of extra room. And this guy that I'm doing, he was much a man. I don't know, 6'6", 6'8". And he's gonna have this gun, this rifle. Stock's gonna be there, something like that. And that's all I need to know to cut out. And he's got the fringe on his jacket goes down there. So when I bandsaw, I'll just bandsaw a rough shape and run this all the way out. Have as much barrel on there. And that's kind of the sketch for the front. And what I'll do is I'll saw this out, then I'll have that to do another carving, and then I'll do the side view, sketch it on there from what I've got. And this is just going to kind of be from memory. I'm going to want the headband to go up. Let's see, it'll end about there. So it'll go up depending on how far I want to lay the feathers back. They'll come around like that. Like I said, he's a pretty good big sized man, so he's pretty thick. Leave the legs thick on the side. I have to look at the front, go over here where this arm comes out. Well, he'll be holding that's going to be more like that. And holding his rifle there. And it'll be out there like that. I think I'll have to move him back a little bit. This may leave most of the front, but I'll cut this out. So just have a basic shape there from the profile. And I'll do that now after I get masked up so I don't inhale all these fine particles. Okay, so this is what I've got now is a rough out, or a blank really, just a bandsawed rough out. I'm going to check my pattern, look at it a little closer, probably clean this off and draw it back on again, make sure I've got plenty of, cut off all the profile, make sure everything's good there, and get to going on this project.